So we're going to open the task 1 first of all. In a nutshell, what are we required to do in task 1? Thank you, Izzy.
Create a carnival game.
Create a carnival game. What's your carnival game? What has it got to involve? What do you need to do at your carnival game?
Trick shot.
A trick shot. Okay. So a trick shot can be any number of the following things. It could be something like bottle flipping, a netball two-pointer. So for those of us who don't know what a netball two-pointer is, if you watch the Super Series, it's very similar to a three-pointer. In basketball, obviously there's no backboard, which makes life a little bit harder, but I think it should be outside of the ring. If you get your shot in from outside the ring, that is a two-pointer in Super Series netball. A bottle bounce into the bin, so you have to throw and bounce a bottle so it lands in a bin. A place kick into the bin, so that could be another bottle example where you kick the ball into kick the ball or kick a bottle into the bin. A basketball three-pointer, a half-court shot, or you could choose your own. So I've given you a few options there that you can pick, all of which should be relatively easy to do. You should have the facilities available. What are some of the ones that we cannot do at school? What's one I consider we definitely can't do at school?
I don't know. I forgot.
What shot are we not allowed to complete at school?
Archery.
No, well, archery is definitely one, but yes.
Masonry.
Can't do the half-court shot at school, so if you want to do the half-court shot, you're doing that at home, but you can do all the other ones from school. Now,
What can you half-court shot?
school rules. You can do it after school, I guess, but... Oh, yeah.
Why do you have to do half-court shot? Something like we do that.
No, yeah, because if you miss and then you dart yourself.
So Bailey's learning about the school rules and the assignment all in one lesson. Hey, how good is that? So, you're going to conduct an experiment where you are completing a number of successful, you have to complete a number of trials and get a successful, obviously you need to get a successful shot. Why must you get a successful shot, Brendan? Because you need to?
Oh,
No.
So you know the success rate.
That helps, but why else?
And so you can know how many tries it takes to actually win.
Very good. And you need to film yourself completing your shot.
Yeah.
So every person in the room must film themselves completing their trick shot. For two reasons. Number one, that way we ensure that we're getting a repeatable and a completable trick shot. And number two, by filming yourself, I know that you've completed and done the test. Yeah. No. You're doing that in your own time. So, once you've conducted your experiment, you need to conduct a number of trials that will allow you to get reliable data. You notice I haven't given you an amount. Why? You have to be critical, you have to figure out how many that would be. Is that the same for every shot? Obviously, you're probably going to need more trials on a half-court shot than you will on a three-pointer. You need to think about that. Once you've found your experiment, you've conducted the probability of being successful, you've filmed yourself, then you need to identify, for my carnival game, what would be an appropriate amount of prize money. Now the word appropriate there, why have I got the word appropriate amount of prize money there? It's different for each game, correct? If you've got a game that involves something that's very, very hard to do, should you see a high or low prize money? High. Okay? And you should be able to set a numerical amount. Let's say hypothetically, my game, after 3 attempts, every 3 attempts, they get one successful attempt half the time on 3 attempts. If my entry, let's just start doing a 3-point shot, and I figure out I get 1 in 3 shots in. How much should my prize money be? If it's $5 for 3 shots, how much should my prize money be? $5 for 3 shots. What do you reckon, Angus?
$15.
Why $15? Thanks. Why $15? I don't think it should be $15 if that's any consolation.
That's a lot.
What's going to happen if it's $15? Am I going to make money or lose money? Do I want to lose money?
So you gotta mark the roll.
Thank you. So it should be less than $15, correct?
Yes.
How much less?
I know.
$10.
I reckon 15 because it's like multiple.
No, it's pretty
Does that work? Does what's wrong with my game?
You're gonna hit it every time.
I should.
If you're
I'll be losing money. So what should I fix up? What's wrong with my game?
The amount of shots you get.
The amount of shots you get, but I can't change that, can I?
no,
I can't change that, so I have to change something else. What do I need to change?
you can change that.
Can't change the entry fee, that's set.
Could you just make the game ready?
Vanessa.
Like you have to get 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah, I might have to change the conditions of the game. So to be successful, I need to get 2 out of my 3 shots in. Okay, very good. Once I change the conditions of my game to make sure I've got an appropriate probability, then I can set my winning amount. Cool? Now it needs to be fair. So Angus just said, can't we rig the game? Can't we make it so the hole's too small for the ball to fall in?
The showground.
We're not doing it at the showgrounds, we're doing a Catholic carnival fair where everyone's got a chance of winning. Okay, we're not taking money off people. We are, but we're not doing it in an unfair way. We're doing it in a way that they can win. So we need to set an appropriately fair amount. So we need to make a profit, but we're not ripping people off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sweet. Calculate the percentage profit. That's the last thing we're doing. So once we've identified our prize money, we identify how much percentage profit. So how much of our money in is being made as profit. Are we clear? That's task 1 done.